Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Jamie, your virtual preschool teacher, and I am so happy to be doing preschool here with you today. Do you remember yesterday I told you that we always start with a song from our music teacher, Miss Nancy? Do you remember that? And this week, the song that we're singing every day is called Round and Round. Will you sing it with me and with Miss Nancy? Here she is.
This is Round and Round from I Know I'll Grow. Make your hands go round and round, round and round, round and round like so. Round and round, round and round, and that's the way it goes. Now make your hands go up and down, up and down, up and down like so. Go up and down, and that's the way it goes. Now make your hands go in and out, in and out, in and out like so. Go in and out, in and out, and that's the way it goes. Now fold them tight, fold them tight, fold them tight like so. Fold them tight, fold them tight, and that's the way it goes. Now say good night, say good night, say good night like so. Say good night, say good night, and that's the way it goes. Now we're going to jump up high. So jump up high, jump up high, jump up high like so. Jump up high, jump up high, and that's the way it goes. And that's the way it goes.
Thank you so much, Miss Nancy. I love singing with you every day, and I also love waking up our Blackbird. Do you remember what her name is? It starts with the letter B. Betsy, yes, you're right. If I count to 3, will you call her so she'll come out from behind the easel? Here goes. 1, 2, 3. Say, Betsy, where are you? I think she's back there. Let me see if she'll come out and say hello to you. Come on, Betsy. Oh, she did. Hello, boys and girls. Oh, I'm so happy to see you again today. Betsy, do you think we should sing hello to our friends? We'd love to sing hello to you. And then will you sing hello to us? Wonderful. Hello, friends. How are you? Hello, Betsy. How are you? And sing to Miss Jamie. Hello, Miss Jamie. How are you? We're so glad to see you. Here, here, we're all here. Here, here, we're all here. Here, here, we're all here. We're all here together. Yay! Boys and girls, on this first week of preschool, we're talking about some of our favorite books. Yesterday, we read about that pigeon. Do you remember? And he had the tantrum because he didn't think that he wanted to go to school until he found out that he could ride on the School bus. Yes, Betsy, I'm going to set you down so I can show the boys and girls what we're learning about today. Today, the book that I'm going to show you is all about a family of nuts. Isn't that silly? I know some of my favorite books are my favorites because they make me laugh. This is what the daddy nut looks like. He's an acorn. Isn't that funny? So nuts are real things. I'll show you some pictures of some real nuts. There are lots of different kinds of nuts that grow on trees. Here's a picture of some kinds of nuts that grow on trees. They have a really hard shell, and you can crack the shell open, and inside the shell there is a little nut that you can eat. Lots of people like to eat nuts, and there are some people who cannot eat nuts because they might be allergic to them. They might make them sick. But there are many different kinds of nuts that grow on trees. In this book, the dad is an acorn, and the two kids are Wally, the walnut. This is what a walnut looks like. It's got a very bumpy shell. It's a big nut. And when you crack it open on the inside, that's what the part looks like on the inside that you can eat. And the girl so that's a walnut, Wally nut. And the girl in the story is a hazelnut. And this is what a hazelnut looks like. It has a pointy part. So the outside of the hazelnut kind of comes up like a point. And when you crack it open, that's what the inside looks like. This is the part that you can eat if you eat nuts. So the characters in this story that we're going to learn about today are a walnut and a hazelnut. The characters aren't real people. This story is just pretend. Sometimes when we're acting silly, someone might say, "You sure are acting silly today." Or another word for that is, "You sure are acting nutty today." Can you say that? Say, "I sure am acting nutty today." That means silly, or maybe a little bit wound up. Have you ever acted nutty? Have you? We're going to sing a silly song, and you get to act nutty in the song. Will you help me sing? It goes like this. First, I'm going to put this girl up. She has her hands spread way out like this. And the song says, "If you're nutty and you know it, spin around." Can you do it? If you're nutty and you know it, spin around. I could make my acorn spin around. If you're nutty and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're nutty and you know it, spin around. Can you spin around? Good. Does that make you feel a little nutty? Let's do another one. Let's do this one. If you're nutty and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're nutty and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're nutty and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're nutty and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. Did you stomp too? Well done. Let's do something else nutty. Let's clap our hands. If you're nutty and you know it, clap your hands. Good. If you're nutty and you know it, clap your hands. If you're nutty and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're nutty and you know it, clap your hands. Well done. How about this boy? What is he doing that's nutty? Oh, he's shouting, "Hooray!" Can you do that one? If you're nutty and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're nutty and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're nutty and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're nutty and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! Good job. Let's do two more. This little boy, can you do this one? He's sitting down, so you might need to sit down and try to touch your toes. If you're nutty and you know it, touch your toes, reach. If you're nutty and you know it, touch your toes, reach. If you're nutty and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're nutty and you know it, touch your toes. Reach. Good. Did you reach and touch your toes? And the last one, we're going to jump up high, just like we did with Miss Nancy in the Round and Round song. If you're nutty and you know it, jump up high. Whee! If you're nutty and you know it, jump up high. Whee! How high can you jump? If you're nutty and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're nutty and you know it, jump up high. Whee! Oh, good job. I loved watching you jump so high. Well, now I'm going to read you the book called The Nuts Keep Rolling. In this book by Eric Litwin, Hazelnut and Wally Nut, some bad things happen to them. They encounter some adversity. Can you say that word? Say adversity. Adversity is when hard or bad things happen to you. Have you ever faced adversity? Can you say that word? Say adversity. Yes, well, in this story, what happens is Hazel and Wally are so small, and so they have a hard time doing things that bigger nuts might be able to do. So they come up with a plan to face their adversity. They just keep rolling. Let's read and find out what happens to Hazel and Wally Nut. This book is by Eric Litwin. He's the author who wrote the words. And the pictures are by Scott Magoon. He's the artist who drew all the pictures, the illustrator. The nuts keep rolling. See the title page here? The nuts keep rolling. There's the Nut family. Hazel and Wally, Mama Nut and Papa Nut. They're having a picnic, aren't they? Hazel and Wally were really small. They wanted to be big and tall. See, look there, Hazel can't reach the apples in the apple tree. So they rolled through sticky mud and goo. The more they rolled, the bigger they grew. Look there, Wally's rolling in the mud and his shell is getting bigger and bigger. And over here, Hazel's saying, pat, pat. She's trying to pat the mud under her shell too. And they sang this song. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. See how they're rolling in the mud to make themselves bigger? Oh yeah, they grew bigger and bigger and bigger. Now they were the size of cats. Hazel and Wally were smiling until a pack of dogs came over the hill. Oh no! What can they do? Keep rolling. And the dogs say, grr, bark, woof. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. See, the dogs are chasing them up and over the hill. Oh yeah, they grew bigger and bigger and bigger. Now they were the size of big dogs. Hazel and Wally were giggling until the dog catcher came over the hill. Oh no! What can they do? Keep rolling. Good. Can you sing with me? Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Yes, now they have lots of adversity. The dogs are chasing them, and the dog catcher is chasing them. Oh, yeah. They grew bigger and bigger and bigger. Now they were the size of, can you tell what they are now? Elephants. You're right. See the word elephants? Elephants. Hazel and Wally were laughing until, do you see the little nuts right in the middle, and they've got so much mud and goo and sticks and leaves stuck to them. They're as big as elephants. Hazel and Wally were laughing until the zookeeper came over the hill. See her driving that white Jeep? Oh no! What can they do? Keep rolling. Good, sing with me. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. There they are, rolling away. Oh no. It started to rain. The sky turned gray. The mud and the goo were all washed away. And they became smaller and smaller and smaller. Now they were little and out there alone. But Hazel and Wally knew how to get home. What can they do? How are they going to get back here to the nut house where they live? Of course. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Oh, yeah. They rolled to their house. It was cozy and bright. Mama and Papa Nut hugged them so tight. And that family was happy, even though they were small, because when you have each other, then you have it all. The end. They just kept going, even when they faced adversity. They kept rolling. That's a good mantra to remember, don't you think? Just keep rolling. Keep rolling. Yes, exactly. Do you love that book as much as I do? I wanted to show you that Eric Litwin is another author, a real person, and my teacher, best friend, Miss Gemma, and I got to meet him, just like we met Mo Willems yesterday when we went to a teacher meeting. And Eric Litwin was there with his guitar, and he sang the songs for us and read the books to us, and it was so much fun to get to meet a real author in real life. Isn't that a fun job? Do you think you would like to be an author when you grow up? Eric Litwin, in addition to the Nuts books, also writes 2 other series of books that I know you'll love. He writes Pete the Cat. Do you know Pete the Cat? That's the same author, Eric Litwin. And Groovy Joe. Are you familiar with these 2? Eric Litwin. These are the 3 series of books that Eric Litwin has written so far. And they're some of my very favorites. That's why I wanted to share them with you today. We're going to play a little game now, all about the nuts when they keep rolling. Yes, in the story, there was lots of adversity, right? Lots of different hard things that the nuts had to overcome. Do you remember how they just kept rolling even though there were some hard things? So I'm going to show you some pictures of some of the adversity, and we're going to hide a nut behind them. The first thing they became were cats. Exactly. And then the second thing, they turned into dogs. Right. Do you remember what they were third? First, they were cats. Second, they were dogs. Do you remember what was third? Can you remember? Yes, did you say it? You're right. Third, they were elephants. Good. And what about fourth? Fourth, they went over the hill because the zookeeper was trying to catch them. And fifth, they had to go back to their nut house under the tree. And when they were all together, there was a rainbow at the end. Yes. Let's see if I can make these like this. Does that look good? Maybe this is the best way. So let's count the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to hide a nut behind one of these pictures. And you have to try to guess where the nut is hiding. We're going to say a poem that says, rolling, rolling all around. Under which number will the nut be found? Now I have to hide the nut. No peeking. Come over here and look at my Papa Nut, the acorn. And I've hidden the nut. Let's see if we can find him. Where do you think the nut is hiding? What number do you think it is? Now shout it really loud and I'll try to listen. Oh, lots of kids are shouting the numbers. Oh, thank you for taking your turn. Do you want to try number 1 first? We can try number 1. Let's look behind the cat. No nut. What would you like to try next? Tell me which number you'd like to pick. Where do you think the nut is hiding? Number 6? Okay, let's look behind the rainbow. Not there. That was a good guess though. Where could the nut be hiding? Which number would you like to try next? Number 3, the elephant? We can check. Is he behind the elephant? Is it behind there? No, but that was a good guess. Is it 2, 4, or 5? Where's the nut? Tell me really loud, what's your guess? 4? Okay, let's look and see. You found it! The nut is hiding behind number 4, the hill. Well done. Would you like to play one more time? Let's turn over number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have to hide the nut. No peeking. Ooh, look over here at the nuts book. And I'm gonna hide him. Oh, I found a good spot. Rolling, rolling all around. Under which number will the nut be found? Where's the nut? What do you think? Tell me really loud which number you'd like to check first. Number 4 again. That's where he was last time. Let's look and see. Nope, not this time, but that was a good guess. Where would you like to look next? Tell me really loud so I can hear you. Oh, thanks for waiting your turn. Okay, lots of friends are shouting number 5. Let's look behind the tree. Nope, not there this time. Which one should we check next? Tell me really loud. I can hear you. Number 2, the dog. Okay, let's look and see. Nope, not this time, but that was a good guess. Where's the nut? Which number is it going to be hiding under? Number 1? Okay, let's look behind the cat. Yes, you found it. The nut was hiding behind number 1. Give your brain a kiss. Mwah! Brain, that was so smart. Well done saying the numbers and guessing and waiting your turn. I'm so proud of you. It's hard to wait when the other kids are also shouting out, isn't it? But you did a terrific job. You'll have a little project to do at home today, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So let me pull my table over here and move this so you can see the whole thing. So every day during virtual preschool, I'm going to show you how to make something, or I'll give you a challenge. Do you remember yesterday I asked you to take a picture with your first day sign? Today's challenge is to build a ramp. A ramp is a slanty piece of land or a piece of furniture or a piece of anything that's slanty, like a hill. And so what I have brought to make my ramp, you can be creative and make anything you want. I have a block from my block center. I'm going to set it here to make the back part of the ramp nice and high. And then I got this piece of cardboard out of my recycling bin, and I'm going to use a little bit of tape to tape it down so that it doesn't slide around. A ramp has to be very slanty for it to work. So I'm going to take some of this sticky masking tape like this. And I'm just going to use a couple of pieces of tape to tape my ramp down so that, let's see if I can slide this part back. Can you see that ramp? Oh, there we go. So my ramp is nice and high in the back and really low in the front. And your job, your project today is to collect a basket of things from around your house, little things, that you can test on your ramp. So for each thing, you have to look at the thing and make a prediction. You have to ask yourself, is this thing going to roll down my ramp like the nuts or not? Sometimes things will slide down the ramp and sometimes they'll just stay put. They won't move at all. And so you have to try to decide, make a prediction, guess if your thing will roll down the ramp or no. So let's try some of the things that I got. This is a dice. You can use it to play games. Do you think it will roll down the ramp or no? Yes or no? No? Let's try it and see. You're right, it did not roll. It doesn't even really slide, does it? Maybe I could make it a little bit higher. Nope, it does not roll down the ramp. Let's try something different. This is a crayon. I'm going to put it on the ramp like this. Do you think it will roll down the ramp? Yes or no? What is your prediction? You think yes? All right, let's try it. Ready? It rolled all the way down to the floor. Did you say yes? Your prediction was right. How about this? This is an inside. It used to have tape on it. And the tape was all gone, but I saved the inside part. Do you see that? Do you think this will roll down the ramp? Yes or no? What do you think? What's your prediction? What if I said it like this? Does it roll? No, but what if I set it up like this? Now do you think it will roll? Let's check our prediction. Ready, set, all the way down. Did you see it? Go all the way down. Should we try a big tape circle? This is also an empty tape. It used to have tape around the outside. What if I put it down like this? Will it roll? No. What if I set it up like this? Will it roll? Do you think so? What's your prediction? Ready, set. Yes, it did roll down the ramp. We'll try 2 more things. How's that? This is a big clip. Sometimes I use these big clips to hold papers up on my board. Do you think this will roll down the ramp? This big clip? Yes or no? Let's try it. Ready? Ooh, look, it doesn't roll. Roll means over and over. It slides. I'm going to catch it like this at the bottom. Did you see that, how it slides down the ramp? It doesn't roll, but it does slide. But it doesn't roll. That's tricky, huh? All right, let's do, which thing should we do next? There's so many good things in my basket to choose from. I have a school bus and a glue stick, and I have a cotton ball. That was from my bathroom. And a block and a little wooden ball. Oh, I even have a button. So many different things that we can test. The one I'm going to test last with you is a ping pong ball. It bounces. Have you ever played ping pong? If we put it at the top of the ramp, do you think it will roll down the ramp? Yes or no? What's your prediction? You think yes? Let's try it. Yes, it did. I should have caught the other ones so they didn't go on the floor. It does. It still went on the floor. It does roll down the ramp. So your project today, when the video is over, is to build a ramp. You can use paper or cardboard out of your recycling, or maybe you have blocks or pillows. I would love to see a picture of your ramp and the different things that you choose to test to see if they roll or they don't roll down the ramp. Will you take a picture and show me? I would love to see what you do when the videos are over. That's the best part of my day, is looking at all the pictures that you send me. Thank you so much. Well, believe it or not, it is time for us to sing goodbye. Let's call Betsy back and she'll help us. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Say, Betsy, come back. Come on, Betsy. Hello, boys and girls. Oh, I can't wait to test the rest of those things to see if they roll. That will be fun, Betsy. You and I will do a little science project afterwards, okay? Preschool time is over now. Over now. Over now. Preschool time is over now for another day. Wave goodbye to all of our friends. All of our friends. All of our friends, wave goodbye to all of our friends. It's time to stay home and play. Hip, hip, hooray! Do you have any birdseed to throw to Betsy today? While you're getting your birdseed out, I'll show you your play pack today has ideas for you to do at home to think about rolling and extending the learning. So you can print off your play pack every day. Miss Jamie will send one to your computer. It has practice pages and play ideas, okay? And Betsy really likes when you throw the birdseed. Here goes. Get a big handful of it from down in your pocket. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Throw it here. Thank you for the birdseed, friends. Betsy would like to blow you a kiss. If you'd like to catch it, put your hand out like this. Catch it all the way from Virginia. Stick it to your cheek. Make sure it stays all day. And give yourself a big hug from Miss Jamie and Betsy. We are so proud of you. You are smart and kind. You are an awesome kid. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, friends.